Okay. Fifth time's the charm or whatever. If this doesn't work, then I have to stop the stream. I guess there's something wrong with my internet. I had to like reset it and it did a real gnarly hard reset that was kind of going back and forth with things. And I made sure that this computer, everything was in the right Wi Fi. It was a struggle. So I'm hoping it would hold this time. It might, I don't know. It's still kind of, I don't know. It might be issues with my internet, which is sometimes nothing new. You know, you pay good money for something, you don't get it. So cheers to that, I guess. I don't even want to play right now. I mean, I will, but I want to make sure things, are working right. Um, but man, yeah, it was. Yeah, this is the fourth time because I had to delete the other streams because they obviously weren't doing anything, unfortunately. Um, but man, I don't know if I trust it right now. Um, but we'll give it one more go. Now everything's reset. Everything is should be fixed. So, um, yeah, we'll see what happens here. So, fingers crossed that I can continue on. I don't know how long I want to play now because since it's like we spent almost 2 freaking hours of dealing with stupid shit, and I'm partially annoyed. I'm very annoyed, but I'm trying to keep my cool with this and try to be patient with this. But it's kind of when things like this happen, it's kind of hard to kind of get motivated to, do more shit. So, but I really want to get through the story. Um, and if I can't do it in the stream, I'll just gotta do it on my own because I'm not gonna freaking wait. Because no, don't be sorry. I mean, it's not your fault. I mean, shit happens. It's just really annoying that stuff happens, and it sucks too because I was getting a healthy amount of views coming in, and now I'm not probably not getting any. I won't go into that. I just, I mean, it's just it's frustrating that when getting momentum and just things shit happens and kind of kills everything. So, all right. Anyway, I'll try to stay positive for the rest of the thing here. There's the sound. I was like, where is the sound? All right. Yeah, it's if that thing pops up one more time, I'm ending the stream. I'm not fighting anymore. I did everything in my power to keep the stream up, so I'll try to keep an eye on it, which sucks because I don't really want to pay attention to that, but I have to because if I start really moving forward. I don't trust it. All right. Anyways, I did my dailies. Now I gotta continue on with the story, hopefully. Usually it gives me a cue saying that there's drop frame rate, but it never gave me that warning. So supposedly my internet reception is excellent on my end, but yeah, there we go. There it is. Well, that's it. That's it, guys. I'm sorry. Maybe I'll try tomorrow, but for some reason the internet is not working in my favor. I can't do the story. I gotta delete this whole damn thing. It's fucking A. Anyway. I'm not late in my bills. I pay my damn bills. And it's not cheap either. it's bouncing so hard. Going from 7,000 to 2,000 stuff. It is bouncing so bad. This sucks, guys. I'm sorry. I just I mean, I mean it's not fine, but it things happen. It's just yeah, exactly. It's I don't know what the problem is. But I noticed that it's been my internet's been really choppy even during the day for absolutely no reason. I checked how many I checked even on my um the app to see what's on Wi-Fi, and I stopped a couple of them. I was like, okay, maybe something. Even though it was never an issue in the first place, but I'm like, all right, well, let me just have it forget this and that, um, and see if it maybe help. But yeah, now we're excellent. I It's bouncing. I can't even if it's excellent. I can't do the story. So I'm sorry for people who are joining in. The stream is a lie, unfortunately, but that's not my fault. It's out of my hands, and it's absolutely infuriating. I hate when I'm in this situation where it's out of my power, out of my abilities. Yeah, internet in Canada. Yeah, yeah. I noticed that too. When I'm not playing, the stream's fine. But as soon as I start playing, which doesn't make any sense. I mean, I don't. It was never an issue. I get like the game kind of uses up some power, but okay. Here's what I do. A weird experiment. I was gonna log out, but I'm still on Zenless open page, so I'm just gonna like move around, play around a little bit, and see what happens. And if nothing happens, it's like okay, then what's the difference between ooh, okay, even my controller is all laggy. So I'm just gonna move around. I'm just running around HIA, just annoying employees here. I'm not doing much. Um, so yeah, I guess it does drop it a little bit. Uh, that's what I'm trying to figure out. But thing is that again, I never had. But I always have to change the title and everything, and that's kind of a. I can't even do that. Actually, I can't. It's not as easy as doing it as in Twitch. I just hate to try to play something else, and people come join in and see that I'm not playing Zenless. I'm pretty sure a lot of people like to see 2.6, and people are tuning in and watching in and stuff. So I see you are. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm having major internet issues if you're just watching right now. And I don't trust playing Zenless right now. All right, so I was moving around and I could see the BPS dropping down. It's like fluctuating like crazy, but as soon as I stop, like get out of the game, it goes back up. So for some reason, the game is eating up, which it shouldn't, but for some reason eating up all my like internet, you know, and that was never much of an issue before. I don't. I guess my internet has days where um it works fine with multiple things, which I pay the extra for it to be able to handle like 10, 20 things. I swear, you know. Um, test up before. Well, the thing is that I won't know until I actually go live because I can go be on my OBS and just play around and make sure the sound and everything is working, even recording. But the thing is that I won't know my internet until I start streaming. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I did drop it, and that helped in the past. I even dropped it again before to I have it down to 45, and I dropped it down to 44, and then all of a sudden it just absolutely aired out. Like it just like 45 was working fine, but again, it's just absolutely just it's fluctuating hard. So no, I get the encoding issues. I think it's just uh, either my OBS is having issues and needs an update, or um, I don't know. Either my internet is absolutely being sucky right now. I know I get the encoding, and as I was looking up, it's like I there's not much I can do with that other than adjust my byte rate or bit rate, whatever. And I'm at the like one of the lower settings, for it to be able to handle. Which again, it was handling fine for a long time, but unfortunately, I think this is possibly an internet issue that's having a hard time handling just shit, which it happens. Sometimes it has issues handling YouTube, you know. I mean, we're on YouTube now, but just watching stuff on YouTube and to see like that buffering, like, why are you buffering? Like, why? You know? I have a plan that can handle multiple like major devices at the same time. And for some reason, it's dogging hard. So, I mean, maybe I need to update my modem or whatever. I'm not sure. I never got a notification for that, but that might have to be a thing. But then again, I do get notifications from my internet, the company Comcast, whatever I'll say Comcast, and they always say like, oh, we're working on an issue here. Oh, it's like that's a very, especially last year, it was like a weekly thing. Like, oh, we're working on fixing the problem. We're working on fixing the problem. It's like, bro, you're supposed to be the creme de la creme. Why are you sucking so hard right now? So, I mean, either might be time to change or something because I can't keep going like this. This is ridiculous. I'm just afraid to play the game because as soon as I start playing the game, it starts to lag. Um, yeah, I think you. Um, well, see, I thought it was my. I mean, it could be partially both. It could be partially mine's, getting old and you know, working too hard, and I may need an upgrade, which I'm sure it's gonna cost me some stupid money. Or, but the thing is that again, I've been having got notifications. I mean, not as of late, but it has happened a number of times very recently that they said, oh, get a text saying, oh, we're fixing the lines or this and that. So there have been issues with internet around my area for a long time, and I think it's just I don't know. I mean, it could be a mix of both. I don't know. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to upgrade my modem slash router, but this absolutely sucks. Yeah, just I'm looking at it right now, and normally normally I never see it this low. Normally I would see it like at 7, 8,000 kilobits per second, average. Maybe sometimes bumps higher. It gets solid. It gets no issues. It goes down to right now it's at barely 4,000 to like 45, almost 5,000. And it's just going literally from 1 second to like that high to that bonk bonk bonk. And when I play, it goes down to like 2,000 or whatever. So I want yeah, I have their modem, so I have to basically do it like a trade in. You know, I'm basically sort of renting it again from Comcast, so I have to like basically like do a trade in thing, which I've done before in the past. So I'm gonna have to do a trade in, which usually I mean I think it is time to do that, and I think I'm just looking at my title here: best streamer ever playing Zenless Zero 2.6, and getting a lot of views, and but I can't play the game because my internet can't handle it right now. That's pretty embarrassing, man. So if if you guys are tuning in, I know if you guys don't tune in chat there, but if you guys are just tuning in watching, this stream might not last very long. I'm gonna have to cut it pretty short because my because my internet's not it's dogging, and I might have to get like upgrades to new things. So I'm sorry to disappoint. I may have to play this on my own because I can't wait. Fuck. It couldn't just hold out for at least this one time. I mean, I know things are looking. I mean, things are excellent now, but it's just I'm seeing it again fluctuating so hard right now. It's I don't know. I don't know, guys. I just don't trust it, and it sucks. It's just a sucky feeling. Well, as soon as I get out of here, I gotta delete this stream here from YouTube because there's no point. God, man, I'm gonna chat for a little bit, but I think this is the best I can do right now. I can't. I just, man, I just can't do it right now with Zenless. If I can't do it with Zenless, sure as hell, like Arknight will just absolutely just obliterate it. Yeah, it's been many years. Yeah, you lose track of time, but yeah, it's been a pretty long time. So I think it's definitely time to get a new one, trade it in, get the new one, get the whole thing set up, and that's probably why things are just not working well because I think things about to be toast. So that only makes sense. Well, it's not the end of the world, but it's still pretty crushing. Man. Well, try to think of what else to say here because I was not expecting to do some chatting. So how's everyone else's weekend going? Oh shit, dude. Man. I don't really want to close out the stream here, but man, there's just not much I can do. So, yeah, thanks. Well, I still have to work on editing my other videos. You haven't seen them. Got You and Me and Her out there. I got part 2, and I got to work on part 3, and I got several parts to go. Even though that they, videos don't do very well because, it's an unknown game and it's not really, part of my algorithm. But it was still fun to make and stuff, and I try my best with the voice acting. Still not great, so, but whatever. We should grab a dessert from 7-Eleven. How about a banana, considering you say we're going to eat a little bit better? I even had my own little snack. I was going to have this during. I'll still have it later, I guess. Man. The irony. I'm just still looking at my title. Best streamer ever playing. I know I'm not. I'm furthest from it. But I just thought it would be funny and ironic. And it's even double ironic that I can't even get this fucking thing working. I was really happy to finally fix my original scuff, which is my audio and everything. Great. And now my internet's saying, hey, guess what, asshole? I'm just not going to work either. After this weekend. All right. Well, okay. Well. Oh, whippy pie. Yeah, whippy pie sounds good. Me personally, and I know Yuri had it recently, but I used to get their apple fritters quite a bit in the past, and man, they just hit just right. I don't know about this hour, but maybe they will. I don't know. Hmm. Poop de doo. Yeah. Well. Uh, well, I guess that's my only option is to get a better, update my modem, which I probably should have done a long time ago. I just never think of doing that, and I've been having internet issues every now and then. So I guess it's only fair that I need to upgrade. So that's on me. That's on me. So, uh, but as for dessert, whoopie pie sounds good. Mm. Oh, also, yeah, get their pizza. Have a savory dessert. Some people are into that. They don't like the sweets, so they just get savory on savory. Yeah, why not? Pizza for dessert. Why not? Yeah, let's put some like chocolate syrup on it, whatever. Or whipped cream. I don't know. Oh, man. I'm sorry, guys. This is such a bummer. I mean, again, I know it's not the end of the world, but this is still very much a bummer. And it's a hair embarrassing, but what can you do? So, I think there's going to be some other future recordings of just different other games too. Maybe a possible collab. We got to see how that works. Um, and about to have some pizza. Nice. Where are you getting pizza from? Or are you actually getting pizza or Yeah, no, well, here's the thing. It is an old modem. I don't really remember when exactly I got it. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can look it up, but whatever. Um, but yeah, it's hard to know, but it wouldn't hurt to upgrade because it is a pretty old modem. And there were a number of times I had to reset it. So, pepperoni, nice. Oh, you can't go wrong with pepperoni. Is it from like a chain place, or are you getting like a local like place, like a sort of like your own version of House of Pizza? Like, God, you definitely cannot go wrong with pepperoni pizza. Sometimes just the simple things like that is so necessary. Hmm. Yeah, I only got 8 views. That's nice. A Canadian pizza chain, Pizza Pizza. Okay, you have to tell me. You have to tell me. Is it? Because I don't know if in Canada they have like. Do you have like Little Caesars, or is that like your your version of like Little Caesars? Because that's a kind of a funny coincidence. That's like because their slogan is Pizza Pizza. So, um, I'm just curious, or is it just a whole just separate thing? Oh, I can just, or I can just like look it up. Pizza Pizza, huh? Yeah, exactly right. I was just saying that. Oops. Sorry. Um. Hmm. No, I guess it's his own thing. Oh wait, hold on. No, they are not. Okay, I just Google it. They are not the same. It's just coincidence. But yeah, okay, okay, pretty much, okay. But I just looked it up. It's not on the same. It just happens to use the slogan for their name of their thing. So you do have Domino's, Pizza, Papa John's, and Pizza Hut. Yeah, those are usually like pretty global. Hmm. Well, that's pretty good. Maybe one day when I go visit Canada, which will be someday, um, that I'll give it a try if it's around. So I was thinking maybe like doing go to Quebec City or something like that. Because that's pretty close to where I am. Um, and just to let people know, because I see more viewers, just let people know that people are tuning in. I know it's supposed to. It says I'm playing Zen Zone Zero 2.6, but I'm having a little bit of internet issues. That's having a hard time, keeping up with the game. So it keeps lagging and literally cutting me off from the stream. So I do apologize for that. Maybe some point I'll play more of it, but today is just right now chat for a little bit, and I don't know for how long. So yeah, yeah, yep, exactly. We're just chatting right now, which sucks. I was really looking forward to it because come on. I even made a special thumbnail. I mean, I did make a thumbnail in the last one, but I made a special one too. I actually worked, put some work to this thumbnail, you know, because that's Jane's my like all-time favorite character, you know, and so much so. Ah, I don't know, Randy. Should I say what I'm planning on doing next month, like mid next month? Like, part of me wants to keep it a surprise, but also like I also can't wait either because I'm so excited about it. Wait, you wish. Um. Oh, okay. I totally spaced of what I said. I am. Wow. Okay. To answer, yeah, first question overall on Zen Zone Zero, or okay. First off, no, I will not just cosplay as Jane. That is too much of an insult. I can't even do that as a joke. And second off, um, she is like overall. There's a lot of characters and games and such that I like, but something about Jane Doe just seems to me very special. Because I mean, obviously, I mean, yes, she's like a very, um, you know, decent looking person, as we all know, or Thyron. But it's like she is such a mystery to this game. And she's so unique. She's like her own world there. You kind of get everyone else there, but you don't really fully get Jane. Um, and I'm explaining. Um, clarify that why Jane's my okay. I am. I'm in the middle of the process of explaining, my friend. um, so, but anyway, so she's an overall cool character, but I like how she's very much mysterious and like she's also in a way like her own like she's like she's like an undercover agent and interrogator. So she goes like undercover and things like that. She does investigations and of course she just kicks some ass. She's really strong. Um, and I don't know. She definitely has like I don't want to say step on me vibes. Well, step on like me vibes. Um, I don't know. Just sometimes sometimes characters just kind of, you get drawn to characters, you know. I mean, again, Jane was the reason why I started playing Zenless Zone Zero in the first place. I had no interest in playing any gotcha games. Zenless did catch my interest a little bit, just the way how the gameplay is, the mechanics and the character designs and like the story. I was kind of like, okay, I'm like maybe a little interested, but like I don't know. I don't know if I want to get sucked into it. And then um, I was shown the trailer for Jane Doe. Um, I think this was definitely after her first banner, and I watched other trailers before and stuff. I'm like, oh, okay. Then hers pop up, and it was like immediate, immediate. I'm like, okay, I'm in, because I loved like her style, her story, her mystery, her fighting mechanics was just still like to me that was like so damn cool. And I'm like, all right, I'm in. And I had to wait a long time for her to get a rerun. Um, and I have a clip of that. I'm pretty sure you're well aware in TikTok, and I think I have it on my YouTube Shorts of my polls of last year. And man, and I'm pretty sure again, I'm pretty sure you saw it. That was a moment that I. This is gonna sound so pathetic. I don't know if I'm actually proud of this, but I almost got like emotional because I worked really hard to earn those polls, and it took me to, as always, hard pity, and um um what was I say? Sorry. Oh yeah, now I was not guaranteed. I was still on my 50-50. So, and I think I was down to like 4 or 5 days left. It was if this doesn't happen, if I don't get her, it's done. I would have to wait for whenever she does another rerun, and God only knows when that will be, you know. And I managed to pull her, and my God, that was like I think I almost legitimately cried. I had like paused like the stream and like or I don't I remember I finished the stream or whatever. I like walked out, I finished and I was like my hands were like no lie, like shaky. And because I was just like it was such a relief and I was so excited and man, that one time I won the 50-50. That was like the time. So she has a decent presence in this patch story. That's why I really want to play it. That's exactly why, because she came back. Hence the freaking thumbnail. What a tease. Apparently it introduced another character which I've already I guess seen, but never really like heard, like her voice or whatever, and see true mannerisms. So that's gonna have to wait, unfortunately. Because I mean, so far still doing good, but again, I don't trust it. I don't trust it. But, so with all that being said, that's why that she is my favorite character of anything. Not to discredit, there's a lot of characters I really like, you know, like Fluorite, for example. She's kind of like game my popular. I don't really use her much in the game. I can probably level her up and everything. Yeah, yeah. I was trying not to think about it, but yeah, I guess she's a snake. But please, no more. I already kind of know what she looks like there, and I guess I assume that she's a snake. But yeah, but I guess I know I'll find out from either myself or I'll try again with the stream if I can get this internet thing situated in some near future, hopefully sooner rather than later. But yeah, no, that's the reason why that, again, there are just some characters in anything that people are just absolutely attracted to or drawn to, whether it's like either looks or just overall character itself. And Jane Doe has to be one of them. Again, there are characters I like. I mentioned like Fluorite, which, I think she's kind of a cool character, and I think she reminds me of Obel, the green haired uh, mage from Freerin. You know, she reminds me of like very similar mannerisms, looks, and stuff like that. And I love that character, that anime character, because I think she's such a badass and just so cool. Um, that's probably why I think drawn to Fluorite because of that. Um, like, there's other characters I do like, but I don't know, just something about Jane Doe. It's just my character. Very similar to one of my uncles who's absolutely obsessed with Superman. He has a huge collection of all Superman memorabilia and things like that. It's just one of those things. You know, so I don't know. Some people don't really need a reason. It's just one of those things that's just is just drawn to it. Um, so much so, man. I'm still debating if I want to spoil it. Randy, what do you think? I mean, I know we don't have a whole lot of people here, so it won't be too crazy, and then people have to wait for a very long time. Um, I don't know. Should I say Randy, or should I keep it a hush hush for um until next month? It's gotta wait for a while, unfortunately. But I'm doing something I think is pretty cool next month. I guess I can say what it is, but not show the design. Okay, I guess that's fair. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna be doing. I already have the design, but you're gonna have to wait for the reveal for next month. All right. Okay. So back to what I was saying about Jane Doe. That I like the character. I love the character so much that she's got. I'm gonna get a tattoo of her on my arm next month. This past Friday, I went to see a tattoo artist who's awesome, by the way. This guy is so cool. Very late for the appointment, but I guess he had some drama outside, like where he lives. Won't super get into that, but we came up with this really cool design, and I'm sorry. What's that? But yep. Um. Yeah. We came up with a cool design on this past Friday, and it's gonna get done on the 27th of next month. So that Friday for a full day. It's gonna be possibly an 8-hour process. Um, they could split it up to 4 hours and 4 hours, but thing is that the way his schedule is that I have to wait until April for his 4 hour session, and golly knows how long after that. So we'll do like the lines or whatever, um, one time, and then the fill it with the color the next day. And like I don't have patience for that. Let's just do it all in one day. I'll bring some snacks. I'll bring my water and whatever. Um, but yeah, no. Cool part is this tattoo artist. I mean, he's well known in like the anime ink industry. He's won awards in some not really in the anime ink, but like some other contests. I've seen some plaques of his, and he does a real good job of. I mean, he's got a good range. He does an amazing job for doing surreal art, like the really out there, like holy crap, like art. To and he does a really good like anime arts, and his work is very vibrant and really good quality. And um, also he's same age as me, um, and says quote unquote a total weeb. Like I walked in there, I was waiting for him, and he has like some figures, like still in boxes or like they're removed, but he just has the boxes like hung up. He has like three of them around his own little room. He has like similar with me with my convention badges. He has all of his badges hanging from his light. Oh, and now we're following me. Can you stop following me? Stop following me. Stop it. All right, follow me. I don't care. Actually, I should stop recording because I'm just wasting space there. There's no reason to record me talking, right? Uh, anyway, um, so he has ones for like the anime, like bunch of Anime Inc., which is a anime convention that has, is also a tattoo convention. So it's a pretty decent event that goes on in like Richmond, Virginia, and also Miami, Florida. Uh, but and he has other conventions that he goes to, and it's just a crap ton of them. And we've been talking about like anime and things like that. I showed him like the gameplay of Jane Doe and the trailer, and he was absolutely digging it, and he thought it was really cool. Uh, so yeah, this guy's legit. And it's like the whole parlor is like really good people there, really nice and really wicked friendly. It's a really good atmosphere. So I look forward to doing that. I just have to wait for over a month, and it sucks because I want to get it done sooner. Um, but yeah, I wish I can reveal because I have the design on my phone, but I guess I can leave that as a surprise for later. But man, that stuff like that keeps me up at night sometimes. Like I didn't sleep much that night because I was just so excited. um, so that's what I'm gonna get done next month, and this will be my first ever tattoo. Not only I have other future plans for other um, characters, at least one more, and aside from Jane, and if you know me very well, I mean follow me very well, and Randy, I know you know. If some of you follow me enough, you would know that there's one other character that's not really exactly on the level of Jane, because I'm kind of very biased with that, but someone is just kind of just touching the top there just a little bit, just kind of playing around up there, you know, but not quite top, because again, this is my biased. Anton, nah, bro. But I do have something to say. Speaking of which, but I'll say that after. And you might be a little jealous. May or may not be. Nope, it's not Anton. Nope. Pretty sure make a cool designer. You know what? I'm gonna snack. And again, I'm seeing the current viewers and everything, and I'm just saying right now, every now and then, that if you're tuning in to watch me play Zenless Zone Zero, sorry to disappoint you, but not happening today because my internet sucks. Ow. Oh, keep guessing. Come on. If you know me well enough, I know you're kidding. I know. Not to knock on the character, but I know you're kidding. Come on. If you know me well enough by now, and you watch me on my shorts, you know what the next character down is. Maybe. So I hope you know. I mean, this character here is ridiculous because she... Yes, okay. To clarify. Yes. It's from ZZZ. I should probably clarify that. Yes. But this character is so ridiculous that clicks a lot of my check boxes. It's ridiculous. Like it's like this character was kind of meant for me in a way. I'm waiting. Bingo. Yadhari. Absolutely. She'll probably be the next one. Probably right near each other. Mm-hmm. I know she's not the most popular character. It does hit you. Oops. He be on the mic. Ah, crap. I'm having issues, guys. But yep. Yep, that's she's I wouldn't say number 2. She's basically like 1.5. Because she's really up there. I'm only saying that she's not up tied with Jane because, again, my biased. Um, but it's so ridiculous. Here's the thing. I know she's not a popular character, and I've noticed that when my view count was not that great in both the trailers. I don't know how. I even put a lot of some work into that because that's how much love I give this character. Um, so I noticed that she's not a super popular character. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. And I may have mentioned this before, but I think maybe like once or twice. So I won't be surprised if you don't remember. But my favorite animal of all time, ever, is the octopus. Right. I love that animal. Very curious, very clever, intelligent creature. Very alien-like. So unique with the the tentacles and stuff like that. People kind of fear them, but I mean, I would love to like meet one because you actually can be friends with them. Well, they kind of they're judgy. They're judgy. They're kind of like almost like the cats. They'll judge you. So sometimes they'll like you and warm up to you and be a little curious and everything, and sometimes they'll hate you and spray water at you and just like meh. They're pretty fun, interesting creatures. Um, so that being said, Yadhari obviously is the octopus Thyron, which is already like a huge brownie point for me. I'm like, okay, that's awesome. And then you just go further that the trailer does a whole, at least in the, okay, um, yes, it was a trailer that when she's like, I think the opening scene when they're the fishermen are over by the, excuse me, over by the pier. If you remember, the background was almost like a Van Gogh style painting. Oh, freaking close up. Um, was a Van Gogh style painting. Um, and another thing too, I am a fan of art, and Van Gogh is like one of my favorites style artists. Um, so that already clicked off a brownie point there, and just her, she's so unique with her mannerisms because she's so innocent but so not at the same time. I don't know how they were able to pull off this whole contradicting personality, but they did in such a very interesting way. Because she's very sexy and sexual character, but at the same time, she's not. She kind of has a decent amount of innocence to her. But then again, you see her watch her fight, and then I mean, you know all the poses. We all see them in slow motion. Don't deny it. We were there. Um, I mean, that's just a bonus for me. And the fact that she's also a writer, which once upon a time I did some writing. I haven't done writing in a while, but I used to do some writing myself. And also, her color is like purple and everything. I mean, it clicks off all the boxes for me personally. So even though she's not a most popular character, she has a special place in my heart. Absolutely. Also, she's pretty damn strong, especially with Lucia. My God, you could when you get a good combo going and get everyone built up right, absolute annihilation. So she's just like you for real. Like, in what way? Do you have tentacle tails? No shit. It's gonna be an A rank. I know they had a whole like weird like originally she's supposed to be Lucia. That was like a nun or nurse or type style. It was kind of really out there. But it'll be your A rank. Woof. So oh, that's cool. I wish I had tentacles. It's like basically have different arms, but they're much more flexible and probably better. Do you call them cuties as well? Boop. Oh, almost lost my water. So that'll be probably the next one, and I'm gonna try to find good references. But the thing is, there's not a lot of, well, okay, there's not a lot of appropriate references. If I want to be frank here, um, for like tattoos. So I might just stick with the original it's like splash art for Idhari, which I feel like is fine. I mean, it's borderline app, but like it's probably the better ones I've seen because I've tried to look through and my god, there are plenty of fan arts that's it's they're there. um, but that won't be until much later on because I gotta save up for that one. Yeah, this one Jane Doe one. It's gonna take some time, but I do look forward to that. Um, I have other ideas too. Like I would love to get like a Inosuke one. Also, um, the design from the first Baby Metal concert I went to on my shoulder. They have like a design of the um like the logo or the design of the tour, and I was gonna have that for their shoulder too. And I think there might have been some other stuff, but as of right now, it's just like at least this one, and then maybe like one more, and then we'll just kind of go from there. Um, but okay, I just remembered. So because I looked at the back of the chat, uh, Anton. Okay, so backtrack a little bit. Speaking of Anton, um, so next month as well, the week before I get my tattoo, um, I'm gonna be at going to Orlando, Florida with my dad for a week, and on that Friday, we are going to MegaCon in Orlando. And guess who's going to be there with also many other people apparently? That's right. Alejandro Saab. Sayu himself. There's no guarantees that I can see him or get an autograph from him or get a picture with him because usually his lines are long and only have one day. But I'm going to try. So hopefully we'll see. I mean, there are a crap ton of other guests there too, but he's my top interest with that. And I know like there's other major. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to see him. We're gonna see. I'm gonna kind of like scope out the lines, see the pace, and if it's like have like one because sometimes lines kind of die off every now and then, which it might not, but we'll see. I'm gonna try to. Um, so we'll see. Again, it's hard because again we only have one day, and MegaCon is huge. It is absurdly huge. Um, Anime Boston is kind of like it's it's a medium large convention. It's not really small. It's not really medium. It's more, but I don't think it's the like a really large one. It's a kind of a healthy. It's like a good like in between of large and medium size convention. PAX East, when you go to the Boston Expo Center, that one's a large one. That one's a big one. Um, so basically, people who know the Boston Expo Center, um, basically take two and a half of those, and that's MegaCon. Basically, I think even bigger. I don't know. It's huge. It's insane. I just watch YouTube videos of people touring around and doing like things with the just checking out what's available from last year's MegaCon. And dear God, holy smokes, it is absurdly huge with a lot of people. But I'm gonna try to. Again, no guarantees. I think I have to be lucky. So we'll see. Um, Again, one day, which is barely enough time to check out everything in that convention, which is goddamn saying something. Um, Especially, I think this is gonna be my dad's first convention. I talked him into going to MegaCon with me, and I think this could be his first ever convention, and it's gonna be something that's even above my head. And I'm a veteran convention, attendee. I gone many over the years, whether it's itty bitty to good sized ones. Um, and this one is gonna top all of them, like almost combined. I swear, it's gonna be so much. So I'm gonna he's gotta be definitely introduced to things, willingly or not. That may or may not change his life or views on life. uh, they have a maid cafe. I don't think he's ever experienced a maid cafe before. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. It could be because usually it's extra for that. But man, it's in the back of my head. But and I hope they have. I'm pretty sure I got many panels and screenings. I mean, hell, they have they have things sectioned off. They have like whole anime convention section off to the side. They're like things are organized, and there's a whole anime section that's a own convention in itself. It's insane, and they have the comic books and everything. It's absurd. Like, oh my god. Like I mean, it's a 4-day event, which is really good reason for that. Um, but yeah, it should be exciting. um, yeah, I'll just do other stuff in Florida too. And then, of course, that following Friday is my long ass appointment from 10 a.m. to probably 7 p.m. of getting my tattoo done. Uh, hmm. Man, I would love to show the design. I'm so happy with it right now. I'm gonna look at it myself again. Damn. Ugh. But yeah, I keep things a surprise sometimes. I'm just not a patient person when it comes to like these things. All right, is Endless Zone Zero daily check-in from the Hoyo app. All right, bonk. All right, that's done. Again, if you guys are tuning in, I was gonna say, if you guys are just tuning in, I know I said best streamer ever playing Zen Zone Zero 2.6, but not happening because internet sucks. As soon as I start playing, it goes down. Tried it 3 or 4 times. Nah, bro. It's not up for it. There was an issue in the past, but all of a sudden today, nah. Doesn't feel like it. We worth the time in the chair. Oh, I think so. And thing is that my girl, she says like, I mean, that's a lot of pain to suffer through, um, and for that long period of time. And I've said I've had worse for a longer period of time. You know, I've had a kidney stone that made me suffer for 2 days straight. And there are moments in that time that I wish for death. That was so unbearably painful. And the thing is that when you get those guys, man, there's no position, there's no way you can sit or lay down, um, or anything to relieve any pressure or pain. You have to go to the hospital, get the actual legitimate pain meds, and just have to wait until, and keep drinking water and try to get it through. But man, so if I endured that, and there's other things I've endured in the past too, I think I can deal with having tattoos. I'm just saying it's not going to be like, oh, I'm not painful, whatever. But yeah, I can probably tolerate it. It's fine, but it'll be definitely worth it. Very excited about that. What else I can talk about here? Go on for a little bit now. Yeah, an hour. That's not too bad. Just chatting away. I wonder if there's a way I can like change my title. Can I? No, not from here. No, not really. I mean, I'm just doing this for me. I mean, once I finish up here, I know it's gonna pop up on YouTube, and I'm just gonna like probably get rid of it because again, it's just not what it is, unfortunately. Well, whatever. That's such a bummer. Yeah. I guess I can see what I can do here. I'm just gonna minimize you guys. I'm pretty sure you guys can still see me, but I can't see you. Google Chrome. Yeah, let's see if I can just gotta change things around here. Live. Yeah, for watching. Studio. And contents. Live. There we go. And save. Alright, because I don't feel like changing the thumbnail right now. Or I could just get rid of it. Or can I get rid of it? No. Alright. And well, it stayed the same here, but I changed it on YouTube Studio, so hopefully it shows up like that. But anyway. What else is going on? I know some concerts going on. I don't know. I don't have a whole lot to talk to because again, this was not being planned to be a chat session here. as much as I wouldn't mind doing chat sessions, you know, from time to time. But usually I have to have something planned out and more of topics. But you know, I had some stuff, but some news. Um, but all I have new thing for news is again just more of the you, me, and her. I might as well just finish it up at this point, even though it doesn't do well. Um, still trying to find, that niche, and I think, I mean, it's kind of difficult. I mean, I'm at an exploring stage still. I mean, I know I did a lot of Zenless reactions, which again, the channel wasn't really meant to do that. It just happens to do that, which I didn't mind, but I don't know if I just want to keep up with that because it was actually becoming very stressful trying to keep up and trying to like stay on top of things, and a lot of times um the timing was usually really bad, and it's hard for me to try to keep up with things and stuff and try not to be too late, and it's I just don't want that kind of pressure, even though I do enjoy it, and technically I don't really need to. I don't know, I guess I pressure myself too much with that. But I definitely want to do more gameplay, but definitely picked a game that was obviously not popular. All right, you need to stop following me, camera. It's getting annoying. And guess what? You're gonna be a bitch. And trust me, I tried to deal with the settings. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Let's do it. Stop following. Okay, we're gonna follow me. Hello. No. Hello. I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, but not but the truth. So help me God. All right, fine. I guess we're just gonna follow me. I'm over here, and I'm over here. Yeah, that's stupid camera. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, right, games. So, yeah, I'm still trying to figure things out with my channel, what works and everything, and that also I would enjoy doing. And it's definitely things like, you know, left in the back burner. I mean, I do enjoy still doing the streams here when they actually do work, with Zenless and sometimes Arc Knights and whatever. So, um, but as for like the main videos, like pre-recorded stuff, that's the stuff that I need to to figure out at some point and stick with, because YouTube is very picky, or not. I don't know. We don't ever know what YouTube wants. I think it just likes people who are already popular and people who are not, that just kind of just. I mean, I'm just saying the facts with that, you know, and it's just not fair sometimes. You know, we all try really hard, and it just I feel there's not a lot of push anymore. Like I noticed that with performance in my other videos, even like the reactions, I did nothing different, and all of a sudden like it went from like getting really decent views and stuff to all of a sudden crashes down to like not even 100 or whatever. It gets really, really bad and get less and less and less and less. Now I'm at a point where I'm not even getting 10 views, whatever. So it's the algorithm is just really tough. And so I would like to figure things out because I don't know. I mean, I still do want to do stuff that I want to do, but at the same time, I want to be able to have something, you know, some kind of progression, some kind of something, you know what I mean? So Zenless Zone Zero is definitely not out of the question when it comes to at least streaming and things like that. Maybe some shorts here and there, which, you know, I still have to like go through some videos, and make shorts and stuff like that still. It's just a lot of work going through hours of stuff. Yeah, the algorithm can suck it. Yeah, no, absolutely. You know what's funny is that I watched Cinnamon Toast Ken recently, and he was talking about this, the whole like niche thing. And I really, really appreciate, like, especially him. If you haven't heard of him, he does a lot of reaction videos with another guy named Buff Pro. Do reaction videos of like, I guess quote unquote videos about stupid people, basically reacting to like what was it body cam videos of like police officers, He does like Chris Hansen videos and things like things like that, TLC stuff. React to and to make fun of people like that. But he mentioned that like they're trying to find that niche there, and they thought they were trying doing this and that, and all of a sudden that wasn't working. Like they flip flop back and forth with another kind of reaction, but it's a different kind of thing. Like there was like a independent horror like series that someone made online. They react to that, but then they go back and forth with that, and that was hurting their algorithm just doing that. And it's still reaction, but it's a different thing. And he mentioned that and he said like it's just stupid because like it's not where it used to be where people can kind of go flip flop to different things and still do okay. It's people have to stick to something, you know. And he says that only people can get away with that are bigger channels. I mean, he's kind of a bigger channel, so I mean, obviously much bigger than mine. Mine's the freaking not even a speck. But he says that he's able to get away with, mostly get away with doing stuff, flip flopping here and there. Because usually bigger channels, it just doesn't really matter because they just have a huge fan base. But like small channels like myself, it's like it's even if you stick to a certain niche there, it's still a luck of the draw, and it's so difficult to gain anything unless you already are set to something else. You know what I mean? Like the VTubers, not to knock on. I mean, they're still really talented VTubers. They're still a lot of fun and funny to watch and things like that. But they also do things off the side. Like either they were on YouTube for a long period of time. Like Amelie, she did singing and stuff, and also voice acting. She's a well-known voice actor. Same with Sayu. He's a well-known voice actor. Hell, I mean, he's Deadpool in freaking Marvel Rivals. I mean, that's a huge honor. That's a huge thing. Um, but but yeah, I feel that it's just one of those things that it's just things are much easier when you're already well established. And I know it never was used to be like that in YouTube. YouTube was just kind of like back in the Wild West times that I mean, you still have to be lucky, but I feel your chances are much better to gain momentum because it's still kind of fresh. Now things are not fresh, and I'm pretty tardy to the party here. Actually, very tardy, like freaking hell, almost 10 years tardy. That it's a lot more difficult to gain anything, and if I ever like do any slip ups or whatever, or change something, I'm not. I don't want to say that that's it, but it just makes things much more difficult, even though things are already difficult as is, and that's just not really. That's not fair at all. I mean, granted that, I feel that in order to earn many subscribers and stuff, I feel that you still have to like, work hard and things like that, and still kind of earn it. I mean, that's just how things are with things, but it's just it's very difficult, and that's why I took a break, because it was that thought alone of, because I try my best, with these videos and try to establish something, and it was becoming very discouraging because I'm trying to understand the algorithm, which was a huge mistake, because no one does. Even people big timers, they don't. It doesn't make sense to them. I think it's gone. Once upon a time, it was really awful, even for them. But now it's like, okay, it works for them, but doesn't work for the little guys. So it's like, okay, keep the rich richer. You know what I mean? Anyway, so that's why I took a long break. Because it was affecting me mentally, and because I was trying to understand it, and if you try to, it will drive you mad, and you start getting very discouraged there. Like, what am I doing wrong? You try doing different things, kind of force, making videos stuff, and you burn out majorly, and I'm trying to do all this stuff while working a full-time job, still working long hours during the day. That's, it's going to take a toll, and that was not good. That's not healthy. That's why streaming is fine. To me, streaming is not too stressful, again, when things work properly. But aside from that, usually streams are pretty laid back for me. Making pre-recorded videos, that's kind of takes a little more toll because I have to, it's a lot, it's editing involved and things, and so I mean, I could make it simple, but I don't. But that's why I kind of stuck with this simple game, even though it was unknown and it doesn't get any views at all. Um, well, that's not true, but it gets some. But I try to have fun doing it and exploring what I can do with editing and things like that, and try to do better with speaking, reading out loud, and voice acting and things like that. Try to do voices and stuff. Try to have fun with that. Um, but that's my train of thought. So that's why I stopped doing the Zenless Zero reactions, because I felt more pressure, and that was really wearing down on me. Even though I was mainly doing that myself, I understand I was doing that myself. But I could totally like wait until like weekends. I could totally wait, because some people wait till a little bit longer. But I just felt the pressure. Like, no, I need to be sooner. I'd be quicker. And so it's just like that kind of mindset is just, it's not. It wasn't healthy for me, and yeah. So now I'm having a better understanding that it's just is what it is, and I was kind of try to do things the best I can, and whatever happens, happens. Sometimes people get lucky. So yeah, it took me a little bit to try to understand it. Not only understand that, but also be okay with that. There's a totally major difference, that yeah, I can understand that, but the fact that I, trying to get rid of that gut feeling of just urgency and stuff, that took some time, because I'm basically an opportunist. I like to, take advantage of whatever opportunity comes up there and just try to stay on top of things. And sometimes it's a double-edged sword. Sometimes it works very well, and sometimes it drives you crazy. And so, but anyways, kind of going back to the whole niche thing. I still wanted to try to do more games. It's just, I don't know. I haven't really fully found it yet. I'm just kind of exploring right now, and it's probably hurting my algorithm. Now, I don't know if it really matters at this point, but it's I came into YouTube with sort of a game plan, but not it. A lot of things kind of came up, and um, yeah, so it became just this own like Wild West thing that I just kind of let it ride itself, and I felt like I had no control over it. So, but anyways, that's my little rant about that. Sort of slash vent. I mean, it is frustrating, because people work hard on their videos. I've seen it, and the fact that you have moments where things perform very well, that's great. But more times than not, things just don't, and it's like you just try to understand, and there's no understanding, and it's still like, I don't know. It's just nothing really makes sense. It still kind of just bugs me. I'm like, man, it's like, because I like consistency, and we feel work hard. Feel like okay, this does well. Okay, keep doing that, and it's like, okay, things will progress. And I swear, like, it's one of those things that like you'll do one video, it'll do great, and you'll make the same exact video, you know, same style, same everything, whatever, or very similar, and then it just kind of tanks. Same subject, same everything, but all of a sudden, like, that does like less than half. Like, it just like does nothing. And you do the same, you upload it, you sit there for 24 hours, you release it around the same day of the week, same time, and it's a completely different outcome. And that, again, that alone was, I was trying to make sense of, and it's very discouraging, because I like to see my channel grow. I like to see a bit, more crew members joining in at some point. But I gotta be patient. I gotta find that one thing, and but we'll see. So I mean, I'm grateful for you guys who stick around and chat with the stream here. I do enjoy it. I'm very grateful. I really am. Even though it's not hundreds of people or whatever, it's fine. It's fine. It's better than seeing a blank screen on the chat, which has happened in the past when I first started. Um, there were a number of streams that I had no views, no nothing, and I tried to pretend that there's people watching, but I guess to a point where like whatever. I got to a point where I just started playing in silence. I didn't start talking. I just look over. I'm like, yeah, no one's watching. So so there are moments that are very discouraging. But anyway, I'm very grateful that I have some loyal fans right now. So it's better than nothing. I'll take it. I do appreciate it. I do. Especially because Randy and I, we're pretty good buddies for a very long time. Andy, you're someone came out of the blue, and you've been sticking around for I don't know how long you've been subscribed to and stuck around. I really appreciate it. I do. My crew's it's a small crew, but it's a loyal crew, and I love you guys to death for that. And I appreciate it. I really do. But yeah. Just go on rants. That's what happens when I'm just stuck in the quiet room. I still have my PlayStation on, by the way. Just on the home screen. I can probably shut that off. But then it'll go dark. That's okay. We can shut it off. I'm not doing anything. I did my dailies. It's fine. We'll play it another time. Alright, I can just shut that off. I was thinking I'm also like, is there anything like on the web I can like maybe react to, like do something? Or else I'm just gonna keep going on rants. Man. Man, if I was actually buzzed, it would be so much worse. I would keep talking anyway. Playing Ridge Racer. Ridge Racer. I don't know if I'm familiar with that. Hold on, I'm looking it up. Ridge. I'll be real honest. I play a lot of racing games in my past. I've never heard of Ridge Racers. All right, this camera needs to freaking stop. All right, follow me over here. Follow me over here. Nope, no, actually, no. No, over here. Over here. No, stop, please. Stop. Please, stop. Come on, why? This is a game I play all the time sometimes. For some reason... Ow. Come on. You can see me. Oh my hell with this. Something. Anything. Come on now. Make me look ridiculous here. Ah, fucking hell. This camera, man. It's a good camera, but my god, this whole... It can't stop it. You won't see me for some reason. Yeah, the PSP. I never had a PSP, so... Yeah. I wonder if I can try to play something else that's not so harsh on the internet. I just don't want to be lagging or anything. Thing is, that's what I'm trying to do. And I tried to do on the website. There's no controlling that. I tried. I mean, maybe on settings. Oh, stop. Okay, just please stop. Just get close. That worked. I just have to get closer. Okay, we're good. Jesus. Um. I used to play a lot of Need for Speed. I love Need for Speed, at least back in the day. I haven't played any recent ones lately. I'm just. I'd like to do something else. Yeah, I'm just wondering if there's any games I can play that's not so harsh. And I'm also trying to think of like anything on my PC that I would like to play. I'm just afraid anything I play would be, excuse me, really harsh on the internet. Because right now things are working. It's still fluctuating like crazy. I feel it just won't handle. Like it's barely hanging on from this here. So yeah, I guess there's no games today, at least stream wise. So yeah, again, if you're tuning in, I'm pretty sure I did change the title of this this stream to just chatting because having technical issues. Yeah, I can't see it from my app here, which sucks. I have to actually go like on you. I'm gonna just go on YouTube. Yeah. I wonder if I can. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Yeah, I need to actually I need to get rid of that thumbnail, so people are not. Yeah, I did update. I should really actually let me. I need to get rid of that thumbnail. I just delete it because it's. I'm pretty sure it's misleading. People are coming in there. I'm getting more views there, and I'm pretty sure, and they're not sticking around because, hey, we're not seeing Jane Doe. It's such a because I would do the same thing, and I'm like, why the hell is this guy talking? I want to see Jane. Jane, I want to see Jane. I'm so sorry, people who are joining in. You're so disappointed. Contents and live edit. Can I just change to crap. I need to get a technical difficulties one. Because I can't just delete it, unfortunately. Man. Can I delete it? Why won't allow me to just delete it? Just get rid of it. This sucks. I have to make another freaking thumbnail. Hang on. Hang on. I got it. I got it. Just bear with me. Oops, that's actually not what I do. Projects. Come on. Come on. And all right, hold on. I got it. Oops. I just skipped that. Sure. And let's download that. Let's see how this goes. I'm basically just kind of taking an old one and for now. And I'm going to do this. And download. Oh. No. Shoot. No. Change to there we go. Okay. Okay, are my messages sending? I mean, I'm seeing our messages, if that's what you mean. All right, 13 views. Views getting up there, but now they're gonna see my thumbnail and they're like, "Oh crap!" Oh man. All right, so yep, change the thumbnail, change the title. So here we are. So let the disappointment commence. This is like one of my favorites. The cereal. Coordinate. I can't. Serial killer. C4. So good. But I'm out. I got 2 cans left. I gotta start tossing my cans. I got a couple cans here. Oops. So. Excuse me. That was a loud ass truck. Jesus. Why? Why must it be so loud? I'm so tired of loud trucks. I'm tired of loud at everything. Try to think. I wonder. Maybe I can watch. React to something. The thing is, I watched a bunch of videos. Yeah, there's not. Nothing I can think of. That was one of the things I kind of popped in my head that would pique my interest. I just don't know how to approach it. Would be like true. Like true crime stuff, detective stuff, like serial killers and things like that. Like, I do legitimately like that. Like, love those. Like, I like watching the documentaries and things like that. I did a reaction video of. It's not a documentary. It's more of like a Netflix take on Ed Gein. I did that once and actually did pretty well. But I was always fascinated by that story because he's kind of like the start of like inspiration to all of the Thrasher and horror movies, killer movies. But I just don't know how to approach it because I always like the detective stuff. But I feel like I don't know. It's definitely going left field from gaming and things like that, which I thought of doing like some detective themed games and problems like crime solving games. Which I did some recordings on one, which was very intriguing. But the thing is that I don't know if it would make a good video because the way it is, it's not a lot of action. It's a lot of dialogue to organize. It's like a puzzle game. I'm supposed to figure things out, which I don't mind it, but I just don't know if they'll make some good content. Even though I've been doing the other one, which is doing absolutely atrocious. But at least there's like momentum moving around and less me talking. Um, so I don't know. Some things I want to explore, but I want to have a niche that I would really stick to. And it's just I don't know, it's kind of tough to really figure out, especially you're kind of backtracking. It's like, all right, well, you know, what do I want to do? Because there's so many things I would like to do, but don't really mesh well together, you know. So, oh, I've been skipping your messages. Weird. Hmm. But anyway, yeah, Ridge Racers. Yeah, I may have heard of it back in the day, but I never really played it. I played definitely Need for Speed. Need for Speed is awesome. I remember playing like the Need for Speed, like I grew up playing Need for Speed, like the original ones for PC. But one really got me that I loved was the original Need for Speed Underground. Oh my god, I thought that was the shit. I played that for hours. Oh my god. And I also played Pro Street for a long time too. I thought that was really cool. I had a lot of fun with that, major builds and things. I did play. I think it's on my PS4, or PS3. I'm not sure. No, I think I have it on PS4. I remember replaying it. Um, I also like racing games too, but I don't know. It's very difficult to find that one niche because apparently that's what you need to do. Yeah, buddy. It's no, it's a lot of fun. I haven't played any recent ones lately. You have them all? Nice. It's a good franchise. Um, but I haven't played the latest ones lately. Hmm. Ah, man. So yeah, I'm just like I said, been trying to find that one thing. Really, the original? You haven't played the Underground one? Wow. Well, probably need to get on top of that, man. it's I was like blown. I mean, I was a kid when it came out. I was like what, high school, if that. What year did that come? What year did that come out? Fighting games, racing games, platformers, JRPGs. Forte. Nice. Yeah, I was into fighting games for a little while, and I stopped because I really started sucking at it. I played the original Tekken for a while, and I kept up with the Tekken for a little bit, and then I kind of faded from that. I played a little bit of Street Fighter. I mean, I found it fun, but then whatever. Um, no, it's funny that while we're watching, my dad and I were watching video of someone touring through MegaCon. There was a room that they do like game tournaments and things like that, and I saw this fighting game with like high graphics stuff. It was the latest Tekken game, right? And I look at that, I'm like, yep, that's Tekken, whatever. And um, he's like, that's Tekken, because he remembers like when I played Tekken when it first came out, and oh boy, long time ago, in the '90s, buddy. Um, and he's like, wow. It's like, yeah, things advanced since then, since like 30 years, Dad. Come on now. Okay, that sounds about right. So I was mid high school when that came out. Yeah, that was like my sophomore into junior year, or hold on, mathing right now. No, that was like sophomore year. Yeah, and I know next year was Underground too, which I think I played a little bit. I didn't play too much of that, but I loved the first Underground, so definitely it's definitely worth playing because it's like it's the first of that, like when it starts going to that route, So it's a lot of fun, and yeah, the cars are it's like it's I remember having a lot of fun with that. Definitely worth playing. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I'll figure something out. The stream's gotta stay the same. You were 10. So you were just a baby. Rude. I mean, I know, but rude. All right, first off, this should have been a clue of around my age range. I don't even know if you know where it came from. It comes from. As a matter of fact, it probably came out right when you were born. uh, so you're a '90s kid, like born. I'm guessing was like so 10 years before that. So like what, like '93 or something like that. Unks, bro. We're more like grandpas. Yeah, '93. Uh, that's actually yeah. That's about the year, or I think it was like '92, '93 when this show came out. So you don't actually. That's okay. Not not a lot of people in the current generation do. A lot of the elder millennials do. Um, so it's from the series called Ren and Stimpy from Nickelodeon. I almost said Nintendo. Nickelodeon, and it's not the remake that Spike TV made. That's absurd shit. It's garbage. God, it was awful. Um, but it is a very unique cartoon from Nickelodeon, and it was my absolute favorite. And the fact that I mean, I said interested, watch some episodes, and you'll be like, this is supposed to be a kids show because some of the stuff there, it's like it's very adult themed. Um, so um, yeah, so it's definitely what was the something was like satire or something like that. I don't know. Okay, I mean, yes, you are young. I'm just gonna say that you are young, but you know Ren and Stimpy. Okay, I'm impressed. You know Ren and Stimpy. I mean, it did hang around for a little while. But yeah, you were. I think you were just a baby. I mean, hell, I was just a kid too. But yeah, you're still a youngin. Don't ask what year I was born. uh, oh fuck it. No, say it. You still told me. It's only fair if I tell you. So I am not a '90s baby by any means. yeah. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Is that Sayu and Amelie, they're considered like you back out of this, all right? I know. Actually, you're not that. Yeah, to be. Um, no. To all honesty, yeah. You know, you're not that technically that far off from me. But anyway, so Amelie and Sayu, they say in their streams that they're kind of like the more um like the old man Sayu and like they're like old hags and grandpa this, right? So if they're grandpa and when in the streaming world, I am basically like a great grandpa. Okay, bet what year y'all born? Oh, take a guess. Oh, okay. I guess we're just saying it. 88. Child. I'm not far. I'm 87. 1987. Or 1887. Depends on just how old you think I am. This 19 is so no shit. So Yeah. Getting up there, my friends. But at least I'm not. I don't feel like the oldest like YouTuber out there. One. There's one YouTuber I watch again, Cinnamon Toast Ken, who is, I think, a year. Yeah, I think he's like a year older. So yeah, yeah, that's okay though. Yeah, I mean you're younger, but you're not too far off. Ah shit! I just realized. I think you're about the same age as one of my nephews. Oh, how time flies, right? Yeah, old guys. And I'm just starting on YouTube because people want to see old guys do old shit. Yeah, yeah, he's about 5 years younger. I suppose he passes. He's not. He's on the cusp there. Oh, so you got that baby face, eh? Yeah, I have my days where I look younger, and I have days where I'm like, fuck, I need to take care of that shit. Sleep helps people. Oh God. Well, if not sleep, then less stress. Well, good for you that you have that baby face look that people think that you're younger. A lot of people. Here's the thing. Okay, and this is a thing that my friends and I have been talking about too, and it's so odd. I think Eddie, you're in that cusp of like you're not you baby face with a beard. Oh, Philip Beardman, nice. Um, so um, so yeah, like one of the things that my friends and I are talking about, like the people who are younger, are in their like early 20s, barely mid 20s, right? Younger kids. So people who are just born in the 2000s. Uh, but for some reason, they're aging like garbage. Like some of them, like I'll see like pictures of them, and I'm like, man, they look like they're mid 30s or whatever. It's like, oh, we're actually 22. It's like, oh, oh God, what the hell happened? It's crazy. There's a lot of that too. Like it's hard to guess ages. Man, yeah, people who have really baby faces there, like for some reason seem older. I don't know. I know a guy who's younger 40s, who looks younger than me, who looks like his mid 30s, almost younger 30s. Like can probably get away with that. Makes me sick. No, I'm kidding. Um, it's I don't know. Man, that's crazy. Yeah, 38, buddy. It's 2 more years, and oh boy, that's all right. It doesn't, at least doesn't bother me yet. Every now and then I wake up, I'm like, oh God, I'm that age. Because people ask like, how old are you? I'm like, oh, how old am I? Like we got into some topics like discussions with my tattoo artist and another guy. I think he works at the studio. I don't know if he's an artist himself, but he works at the studio. Um, and I don't remember what was the topic again. Uh, it was something that happened like a long time ago. Because he had asked me like how old I was if I remember things, and yeah, I don't. I honestly don't. Right now, I don't remember because there's a lot of things we talked about, and I'm not very auditorial, so I don't. I have nothing sticks in here sometimes. Um, but he asked me like, "How old are you?" I'm like, "Uh, 38." Oh, good, same age as me. I'm like, well, you said that's so nonchalant. Good for you. Um, but yeah, I have moments where like, how old am I? I'm still 30. Yeah, if I just believe strong enough, I'm still 30. Perfect. uh, but yep, getting up there. All right, so what else? Oh, I don't think I ever mentioned the concerts that I'm going to be going to later this year, aside from Electric Callboy in May on a Wednesday. Ugh. Great concert, I'm sure, but sucky time. Use up some freaking vacation time. I don't really want to, but gonna need to. Um, so I'm seeing them in May, and um, so a little story here is um, so I know Lorna Shore. So okay, so I know. Okay, don't get ahead of me here. Okay, so Lorna Shore is currently, I think, currently doing a tour. I don't know if they're in Europe now and going to the U.S. I think they're doing like a sort of a world-ish tour, kind of. Um, so the the closest show, because they're headlining it, the closest show they're gonna be performing in, it'll be in Brooklyn, New York, and that's a bit out of the way for me. I mean, it's not impossible to get to, but man, it's one of those things that I want to drive there, I want to stay there, but it's so expensive to stay. You know how it is and everything. So I'm like, all right, well, I don't think I can really try to do that. It's just I don't feel like trying to hassle with that again. Um, so well, maybe next year. Time passed. I accepted it. Time passed. And recently, okay, ahead of me, Motionless in White came out a new music video, like the first time in like what 3 4 years or something like that. It's like a single, which I think they're probably coming out with an album pretty soon. And again, they're on hiatus for quite a while with making new material. And I said, like man, it's like I still would love to see these guys live. Motionless White is such an awesome band. They have awesome songs. I would love to see them live. That that was on a Saturday. That Monday, during work, scrolling through my phone. Shouldn't really doing that, but scrolling through my phone, and okay, not crazy. Okay, I mean, everyone has different tastes. It's wrong, no. Now everyone has their taste. Um, but not. I feel that the latest music, like the latest song, is pretty sick, and it actually has a really good message too. It's really positive vibes and everything. It's really good. Anyway, um, so that Monday, scrolling through my phone, I just don't. I still can't comprehend this. So, Motionless in White is headlining with a very special guest of Lorna Shore, and they're touring Knocked Loose. I mean, I don't. I don't understand. Um. Anyway, sorry. um. So they're touring together. Motionless in White headlining. Um. And the location closest to me is gonna be in my state, which is not very often. Oh. Oh. I'm sorry. I was thrown off there. Knock Loose. I don't know if I don't think I'm familiar with Knock Loose. Um, yeah, sorry. You got to caught me off in the like middle of a story there, and I'm like, hmm, that's okay. No, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. It's all good. Um, no, I don't think I'm familiar with Knock Loose. Um, no, I don't. I mean, I mean, I can save them and look them up later. Um, doo doo knocked loose. Hmm. From Kentucky. Yeah, yeah, I'll give him a check. I'll check him out later. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I'm up. I'm open for seeing for listening to new stuff. But anyway, going back to the story. So I saw them the tour. I had to double check to see if it wasn't like a Spotify weird thing that people post there, like a fake tour that's part of their list. But no, it was actually legitimate. I went to Live Nation. I went to different places. Like, no, it's a legitimate tour that they're doing a show in my state, which is a very, very rare thing. And so it's just like, and it's happening in this July. So I got my double wish. You know, I get to see Motionless in White, doing headliner, and then I get to see Lorna Shore. They're probably not gonna perform as long as their headline tour, but I'll take what I can get. You know, they're still Lorna Shore. You know, regardless, and I love pretty much all their songs. And I am so it's like a weird just the universe was like listening. So while I'm having it's almost weird exchanges that I'm seeing that while I'm having terrible luck in Zenless Zone Zero in the polls and in any gotcha game rather, um, but in real life, getting better luck with random things. So it's I guess a decent exchange. I'll take it. I still find it wicked odd that that just happened to happen just right after me finally like accepting like, oh, I'll just wait until next year, and then seeing Motionless in White. It's like, okay, cool. And then all of a sudden, like, yeah, they're touring together. It's like I get to kill two birds in one stone. Burp metal. Yep. That's what it is. But that's pretty exciting. I think that's it. I think that's it. Right? Yeah, because we're seeing Electric Callboy in May, and then yeah, July is that one. I think that's it. Yep. Electric Callboy is gonna be sick. I hate the fact that it's not on Wednesday. Ugh. But it's gonna be a great venue in Boston, and we've seen them before, and it was such. They're so much fun. They're such a fun band to watch, and the people. It's such a great crowd too. Oh, it was a great experience. So if you never heard of Electric Callboy, I highly recommend them. They're a lot of fun, especially watching live. It's so good. They sound so good live. Um, uh, man, just chatting away for. I didn't think I would chat this long. God dang. Um, it's just a matter of trying to keep the topic up. Keep something going. Sometimes I lose momentum. Try to run out of things to talk about, but yeah, is anyone else seeing anything? Anyone coming up? Not crazy about Electric Callboy. What? Okay. Okay, I guess that's fine, I suppose. They are kind of goofy, but they did come up with more serious songs lately. That's more like, oh, they're not just like just silly. Um, man, not even with you got the moves. Not even that song. We got the move. I gotta be careful because I am streaming on YouTube, not on Twitch, so I have to be careful not to fully sing things. They would totally like see this. They're like, oh, that's a song there, even though you're just a itty bitty guy. Yeah. Nah. No. 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 Really? No. Thought we were friends. I thought we had something going together, dude. I don't know now. You're breaking my heart, buddy. I'm kidding. It's fine. I almost got myself dizzy there. No, it's all good. Okay. Okay, that's fine. I get it. Okay, so you're really into the thick of it, basically. The more puke, the better. The more bleh, the better, right? I'm up there too. I love that shit too. Um, what's another? I have to go through my Spotify list. I keep forgetting shit. Fucking hell. Are you into like death metal, dark metal, like Norwegian death metal and things like that? You into that stuff? Deathcore's hit or miss. Oh, so yeah, I'm kind of the same boat. Lorna Shore is to me is an ultimate exception. Um, oh yeah, Sleep Token is another band I would die to see. God, I love Sleep Token. Um, um, I'm gonna totally botch this. 'Cause I don't know. I never know how to pronounce it, but they're actually very well known. They've been around for a long period of time. Is um, I'm gonna botch this, but Dimmu Borgir, Dimmubor, something like that. They've been around for at least the early 2000s. I think they may have been the late 90s, I think, but I know early 2000s they started. I think they're still kind of going strong, I think. But they're from Norway. Hmm. Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of similar. I mean, I tap into it every now and then because sometimes it's just like, I just want that symphonic like shit, I, I don't know if I can. I never know how to. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I mean, actually look up. I have the technology. Um, oops. Nope.
Dimmu Borgir.
Oh, that's how you pronounce it. Dimmu Borgir. Have you heard of that band? That's been around for a while. I think they're from. What does it does mean? Ooh, it means Dark Cities. Didn't know that. Yeah, it's a Norwegian band. Oh, formed in '93. Okay, they've been around for a long time. Actually, they've been around since you were born. um, too bad I can't play the songs on YouTube here because I definitely would get strike from that. But they have like the Progenies of the Great Apocalypse. They have freaking. Actually, I think that's the name. Is that the name of the album? Or is it? I don't know. Death. What is it? Keep hitting the mic. Oh yeah, Death Called Armageddon. That was like the album I loved there because again that was 2003. Um, and yeah, that was a great album. Maybe I haven't heard that. I mean, that's definitely like it's early 2000s stuff, but it's still like to me sounds pretty good. It's like very symphonic at times and stuff. And I don't know, just to me, it just hits just right, especially for the angsty teen days of high school. Where you're getting bullied and stuff like that, and you decide to go on the dark side. So it helps. Them, I listened to them and an old band from Seattle. I think they're from. Yeah, Himsa. Those guys I listen shit of was it Courting Tragedy and Disaster or something like that. That album. Oh, such a good album. That was definitely love. But I don't know. They had a really unique sound. I thought that was cool. I mean, they had another album that didn't too bad, but they just didn't go very far, which is unfortunate because I thought that album was very solid and they would do very well. But I don't know. I guess they just didn't. Um, those are ones that was like my high school go tos, and of course Linkin Park. Don't know them. Yeah, not a lot of people know Himsa. Um, yeah, that's a very kind of out there band that not a lot of people know about, which is unfortunate because they were really good. Um, their first album was, I don't know if it was a different singer. It was a definitely different vibe. It's kind of weird. I didn't care much about their first album, but the second album, I think, have a new singer, and just wholly new, like, basically a restart. And to me, that they sounded really good. Um, um, but yeah, of course, the original Linkin Park stuff, where like the first two albums, especially Meteor. Oh my God, can't beat that. Um, you know, you know, I'll give you that. As a year high school, okay, so you're so you'll be graduating. 5 years. I do math. So 2000. So was your graduation year like 2000, like 10, 2011 or something like that? Give or take. If I did the math right. And if that's the case, yeah. Um, Getting still Blink 182 and Weezer. I mean, 'cause that's the shit I grew up with. That's saying something. I'll give you that. Okay, so I was right. Your graduation year was 2011. Okay, I was right. I did the math. Yay. Um, awesome. But no, even still, like that's for your high school, that's pretty good still. Because yeah, Blink 182 kind of like disappeared for a while. I mean, I guess they're kind of fading at that time. Um, but yeah, they're still really popular. Hell, even early high school years for me. And um, yeah, so looking at Linkin Park, that's because they came up with several albums, I think, since then. During that time, so that's in Weezer. That's okay. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Because hell, like I would think like if you told me that and then never told me like my birthday, whatever, I'd think like you're in like my class basically. But nope, I graduated before you even started. So yeah. Yeah. Next year, fucking hell. Next year is my high school reunion. Is at a like this tap room slash chapel place, and like it's a whole like restaurant bar place tap room, but it has its own chapel. They do like weddings and stuff like that. Very Irish thing. Anyway, I mean it's called Murphy's Tap Room, but anyways, and let's see, favorite counterparts. Counterparts. I mean, that may. Mm, nice. I looked them up there. The first picture I see is like them in front of a huge ass bonfire. That's pretty sick. Ooh. I'll check them out too. Get those guys saved. But anyway, so It's taking place in that location, and they're make or in order to buy, you have to buy tickets to it, and it's like $75 a pop. I'm like, nah, dude, I'm good. It's like I didn't like over half the people I went to school with, so I'm good. I'm pretty sure like you know, I mean, I'm pretty sure times have changed and people grew up and stuff like that, but like I'm good. It's like $75. I mean, includes like catering and like you have one drink. I'm guessing an alcoholic beverage. It's like, well, I'm gonna need more than that. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if I want to be buzzed for that. Not like I'm a mean drunk or anything, but I don't shut up. And usually I'm pretty good at catching myself. But man, I think there'll be times where you catch me in the right mood and I'm become a little more fearless when I say, yeah, that's probably best that if I do go, I don't. But I don't plan on it. I really don't. It's not like I don't want to move on from things here. It's just I just choose not to like. I don't want to try. It's all good. Just the fact knowing it's been 20 years makes me feel great. Oh God. Oops. So y'all seeing? Kind of going back to the question. So y'all seeing like going to concerts? This year. You seeing anybody? Whether it's like a big concert or somewhere in a small venue. I kind of miss the small venues. Big venues are cool, but sometimes the small venues is kind of it's pretty cool, especially you can get up and personal with the bands. So can't get over seeing Bandmate in that small little dinky club in Boston. And look at them now; they're just selling out huge stadiums. That was sick. Not sure yet. Hmm. Do you like going to like concerts and things like that? Are you like sometimes a concert goer? That's usually concert season. I mean, it's kind of crazy that. Oops, keep hitting the thing. Go on cruise with your family. Nice. Like what kind of cruise? Like I mean, like a Disney cruise, like Norwegian cruise, or okay. I obviously I know Hanabiye. I'm a fan of theirs. I do like their song music. I know Hanabiye. Um, here's the thing. This is their I think second go around to come into Boston area. Is their timing is absolute garbage. Because it's always because they're coming around March, and March is always a month that things happen and like the conventions and things like that. Um, so we chose again to like kind of skip that Mediterranean. Shoot, that's cool. So I get to see like Italy and maybe Greece and all that good stuff. Oh, bet your food's gonna be amazing. That's awesome. Dang. Yeah, the only trip I'm doing again was with my dad next month. Um, yeah, to going to Orlando, Florida, and just kind of doing random stuff there. Um, not gonna do parks or anything like that. We're just gonna just enjoy like all the other shit that's around there. Um, aside from the MegaCon, but I can't. There's no guarantees with that one. I might be a little overwhelmed with the size of it, to be honest. I gotta keep I gotta keep my shit together. But no, that Mediterranean cruise, that sounds cool. That sounds so cool. Like, what countries are you gonna be like visiting? Is like all of them or just some of them? Like what countries would be stopping in, like porting? Oh, you lived in. Really? Wait. Okay. So, are you? Were you American born? Oh, okay. They're in here. Italy and Greece and all those. Nice. That's awesome. The food's gonna be awesome, and the culture and everything. I'm pretty sure. I hope the weather is awesome for you during that. Um, okay. So, were you born in the states and moved to Canada, or were you always Canadian and then you moved here, and then you moved back? Like, were you always What's your story? What's your style? I can't see myself living in Florida. Visiting's fine. I can never see myself living in Florida. I never hear anything decent about it, especially now. But that's a whole topic that we don't really have to get into. But we all know. If you know, you know. If you don't know, then what's wrong with you? All right, so you're okay. So you're born Canadian, but you moved there. So you moved there, lived there 3 times. So you moved back and forth. Oh, so what you're saying is you have like a house down there. So you go down there during like the winter time. So it's kind of like you kind of go back and forth. Hmm. Well, anyways, yeah, you don't have to tell me. Out of curiosity. Anyway, yeah, I can't see myself living in Florida. No, I actually live there. Oh wow. Yeah. No, I can't see myself living there. I'll stick to the Northeast here. All right, so yeah, no, I'm jealous with that cruise, especially Italy. I never okay. I was never really. I always want to go to Europe, um, and Italy wasn't really. Um, oh, interesting. Hmm. Wow, that's a lot. A lot of times. Um, but yeah, going back to Italy, like the Italy. I always want to go to Europe, and Italy was never really on my list. Um, and um, but then I saw like more like people traveling to Italy, and I saw like the culture and the food there, like especially the food. I'm like, all right, you know what? You know what? It's kind of getting up there. I would definitely love to have legitimate Italian food, like because they just all the pasta and all like the cheese and stuff like that, especially cooking the pasta and the cheese and stuff. Oh, it's so good. In Greece, Greece seems to be really nice too when it comes to weather and like the whole this whole scenery. It's very beautiful. But that's so cool. You go on a cruise, the Mediterranean. Um, so, um, but yeah, that's cool. I don't know if actually. Here's the thing. I've always kind of hesitant with cruises myself. It's kind of a weird thing, but yeah, real spaghetti. Yeah, like the real shit, dude. Yeah, exactly. Now I know what you mean. You don't have to the little dot dot. I know exactly what you mean, my dude. Yeah, the real stuff. Also, like some of the wine or like the legitimate olive oil and things like the stuff they use every day, but like probably much better and ironically probably better for you. um, but that's so cool, man. Um, yeah. Aside from all that, I don't know if I have any other travel plans. I don't know if I have like save up enough for that. Oh, does she now? You know, while growing up, my mom made um, this got to turn into an Eminem song. Um, my mom made some interesting spaghetti herself that I kind of um, I took over and make it once in a while myself. Nothing crazy. It's definitely Americanized. It's definitely not like authentic at all. First off, when we when we boil the spaghetti, we do pretty much the most sacrilegious thing to the noodles, the dry noodles. We break them in half first before we throw them in the boiling water. And of course, we do the usual boiling long enough time to get al dente, whatever. And then on the side, I'll make ground beef, right? And then we'll put the specifically Classico sweet basil, the sauce. So we'll pour like a jar, maybe 2 jars, depending on how much spaghetti there is there, and then we'll take the after we strain it and things like that, so we get the noodles back in the pot, whatever, and the sauce in there, and we put the ground beef in there, and then we take a huge heaping spoonful of butter, slap it in there, mix it all up. But here's the thing: it's good on its own when it's fresh, but what it's really meant for is supposed to be meant for leftovers. So it's technically called leftover spaghetti. So, yep. So it's good. It's good fresh on its own, but it's uh it's really meant for leftover. So we'll make it. My mom will make it, and we'll sometimes have a plate or bowl of it, and then she'll stash the big pot right in the fridge, or put them in many Tupperware, stack them up there, and it'll be good to go for dinners later on. And it tastes a million times better. Slap that in some buttered bread, man, good to go. I'm getting hungry thinking about it. But again, it's not. It's furthest from like the legitimate, authentically made style pasta, spaghetti, whatnot. It's probably the furthest from it. Like I will never forget the time my old roommate. Um, he's, I guess he's mostly Italian. He takes pride in that. And wait, so and I offered to make the spaghetti, and I do the same exact way my mom makes it. Exactly. So he watched me do the first thing, and he was so offended by breaking the dry noodles in half before putting them in the boiled water. He was like cursing me out and things like that. Oh, he was not happy. He thought it was like bad luck, sacrilegious, and stuff. I told him like, well, to be fair, I have no ounce of Italian in me, so I'll do that. I'll do what I want. But then he actually had it, and it's like, this is actually pretty good. It's like, yeah, because it's slapped with meat and butter. Of course it's going to be good. Come on now. It's very much Americanized. It's interesting, yes, but it's good. There's no denying that. It's so good. Now I kind of, well, no, I don't do the same thing with spaghetti squash. I usually make the Alfredo with spaghetti squash, like Alfredo with chicken. So good. That's another pretty decent thing. But unfortunately, spaghetti squash is kind of like a pain to kind of deal with. Well, not much of a pain. It's just time consuming and Bernie. Ugh. But yep, that's what I grew up with. And every now and then, I haven't made it. I usually make it like once or twice a year. I don't make it very often. I try to watch the weight here a little bit. It's not doing too bad. Ugh, man. So, Andy, are you You were like a con goer or anything like that? Like I know I mentioned like Anime Boston. Do you ever go to like any anime conventions in Canada or anything like that? Like ever or any like I don't know if they have like a PAX or a gaming convention. Like do you ever go to any conventions at all? Do you have experience with that? Hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can't wait for the cons. Ooh, nice. Which one? So I usually go like oh, so you had a ooh, so that's quite a space part. Not as bad as me. Like it was like it was like a 10 years or something before like I went to MA Boston like 1 year, and then I went on a 10 year dry spell. Like I didn't go there because reasons, and yeah, I usually go to MA Boston, but I think this might be depending on how this year turns out. This might be my last year of going, at least for next year, and maybe change it up to maybe go to maybe try Kineticon because I haven't been in that one in a long time, and that's a nice 4 day event that's much cheaper, and it's been years since I've been to that one, but it's a really decent one. I like the convention center. It's a decent. It's not as big as Anime Boston, but it's 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 cool. Um, oh, I went to the Fan Expo. Cool, 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 cool. Nice, nice. That's awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to go cons. I can't wait to dress up as Wise and do selfies with the other Zenless characters. That's gonna be fun. Hopefully, I thought part of me thinks I kind of want to do that for MegaCon, but I think probably not, mainly because I'm there for 1 day and I'm gonna be too focused on trying to do actual shit there. If I was there for 2 days or whatever, then I'll probably do one of the days so I can like whatever. But for anime Boston, definitely, because I'm staying, being there for 3 days, and I'm like, I'm definitely gonna do that. What I'd like to do, I don't know if it's gonna be available. That I know Wise has like 3 different outfits. I wonder if I can get all 3 of them. Like I know I can get the original one on Amazon. I wonder if I can get the other ones on there too. So it'd be kind of cool to have like you know one outfit for each day. You got like the original, then you got the beach, and you got the Soybean Temple um, for the next like for the last day. But if not, then I'll just have the original. Probably for the best. It gets kind of cold in there. My God, when I was in Nosuke with no shirt, Jesus, you know, do whole like trim of like the body hairs and stuff, and like and you go in there and they crank the AC, even though it's already kind of cold, but they crank the AC because they're planning on having thousands of people there. Oh boy, it gets cold. It gets cold. Holy crap! But I'm a trooper. But this time I'm not gonna be a Nosuke. I'm giving Nosuke a break because he's had his fun. Now it's time to have a little more fun with another cosplay, and I think Wise would be really cool. Like I think I'll have like a selfie stick and try to do like pictures or like videos that we could do, make like shorts of it, and then like do like a screenshot there, so it kind of like does like a yeah, motion, whatever, as I'm in the process of taking the picture, and then have like a screenshot to stop, and that's like the picture, like they kind of flash, the whole editing and things like that. I was just probably thinking of that. I think that'd be kind of fun. Um, but all right, may I might want to wrap this up. Yeah, it's just real unfortunate I couldn't continue with the story because I really want to get introduced by introduced to new characters. Even though I know the name and I know what she looks like and stuff, but I still like I want to know. Yeah, I hope it turns out well because I remember like I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot more cosplays this upcoming year because there's so many new characters, that popular characters that came out from after AB to now. So um, I'm pretty sure there's plenty of Zenless cosplayers from last year, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be more considering Zenless. I think the popularities. I think actually, I thought it was gone up, but I don't know. It's really hard to tell. Um, but I think it'd be fun and really cool, just to kind of a unique thing. Um, I may have to shave the beard. I already look old enough as is. Let's see what I look like with a shaved face. And there's some people not gonna care much about that, but yeah. You know, it's funny that I watched that video. I mentioned he uh, did toured around MegaCon, which is basically another. It's basically a fan expo. It's a huge huge fan expo. I was looking at the cosplayers. I don't think I saw one. Not only not Zenless, but I don't think I saw any like Hoyo or any Gotcha game like cosplayers. And that was last year. So, but it was also February too, so it's still very early on. So, I don't know. Um, but yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that for. I thought about it, but I'm like, timing wise, I'm not gonna think I have time. Even though I feel I might kick myself because I watch like there's gonna be a shit ton of Zenless cosplayers. I'm like, oh, come on. I don't know. I'll think about it. I have some time. Maybe. It's just so many things to see and do. And just one day, basically we have like 8 hours just hit everything possible, and I don't think that's even gonna happen. Yeah, no, that's true. I thought that was kind of odd, but I don't know. I don't know. Obviously, I feel it'll be different this time, but uh, yeah. Um, the thing is, I also have to kind of walk around with the cosplay and have to that's extra clothes to pack up and stuff. Uh, uh, I do and don't. Realistically, I shouldn't, but man, again, it's that whole opportunity. It's like I feel like if I don't, there's gonna be a crap ton of cosplayers that I'm like, oh man. And usually with those big conventions, they're really good. Like one of the best Zenless cosplayers I saw, and I didn't get to take a picture of them because they're kind of going the other way, but there was two ladies that were cosplaying Eve and Astriel, and they legitimately looked like them. It was nuts. They looked really good, but I never got a chance to. Excuse me, get a picture of them. Excuse me. No, I guess it's past my bedtime. Like speaking of old man. Um, but yeah, I think that's the only cons I'll go this year, and maybe the one in Maine. Maybe we usually go to that one because that's a more laid back one. It's a very small one, but we'll see. Probably. Um. Anyway, I think that's gonna do it for tonight. I think I'm gonna call it. Stretch this stream out longer than I anticipated. I thought I was gonna cut it short much sooner. Um, but yeah, no, it was good chatting with y'all, and hopefully I can get my internet straightened out so we can start playing games again. Uh, yeah, it does that. It still sucks that I have to get this thing figured out. So it is what it is, right? Anyway, so I will be working on part 3 of You and Me and Her. If you want to watch it, great. If not, that's fine too. It's just something I want to throw out and whatever. Um, and as for the next stream, that's gonna be tricky because I need the internet to kind of work. So shut the monitor off. There we go. So Um, but yep. All right. Yep. So I'm gonna call it a night. So thank you for joining in on this chatty stream. No, not much I can do. And yeah, I'll keep you guys posted on Discord if my situation with that at the internet, and see if I can get that taken care of sooner rather than later. Good night. Yeah. Good night. Good night. And yep. So be on the lookout for the videos, and then I'll let you know if next time I do a stream. Which, again, my week's gonna be kind of busy coming up, so it will probably be a little bit later. So, all right. Good night, guys. Thank you for joining in. I really greatly appreciate. I do appreciate you guys very much for your support. You know, I'll even if it's a small number of you, I still feel the love, and I do greatly appreciate it. I really do mean that bottom of my heart. I really do. So it means a lot to me. It really does. So, all right, y'all have a good night now. You be safe, and you take care. See you. Good night, guys. Well, good night, young man. You young whippersnapper. Good night.